Base FTL is all done. The ships, the species, and kind of nothing else. But those are the important things. That's what I'm looking over. And boy, oh boy, has this been excellent. I've played a lot of FTL over the past few months. A lot of FTL. And hopefully you have too. So with this, I figure we have to end how we began, rambling. Okay, so the idea of this video is I'm going to have 2 guest speakers on. Neither of them you all will know, most likely. I severely doubt it, but they're both really cool people. Having them on, we're going to revamp the tier list. After that, I'll give some closing remarks on FTL and talk about my plans for FTL in the future. So if you want to know more about Multiverse or anything else, please stick around until the end. So with that, I'd like to introduce you to... Now, our first guest is Fluff, and he is an entity that resides within my Discord server.
Literally, like, the people in my lab are effectively my minions because I'm telling them what to do and they'll do it because I know how to do everything.
He's a very cool fellow. He's an FTL expert despite his claims. He knows basically everything. He goes insano style. So I wanted to pick his brain for FTL knowledge and his thoughts on various things. Whew! Okay. Now, I've had him on the channel before. We played a certain game.
You ever hear of munting?
But here is Duplex/Aiden. I've known him for years. A really freaking long time. We were friends growing up. Cool dude. Introduced me to the game. And compared to Fluff, I believe him to be a more casual player. So I just was kind of curious to see what he thought on all of this.
It was ahead of its time, basically.
Yeah, he was telling me about the top 10 like Viva Pinata mating dances before the...
What?
No. So in Viva Pinata, when you romance 2 pinatas, they have like cool dances that's unique to every single pinata. Every single pinata, like all 140, have unique mating dances when you romance them.
Why would I need to know this?
It's useful. I have our 2 super special guests, the FTL Master and the Progenitor.
FTL Master.
Yes.
I'm good, but I'm not that good, man.
So we have the FTL Master, which is Fluff, who's very good, and then we have the Progenitor, who's the one who basically created FTL.
He did?
Mr. Aiden here. He basically did, for all intents and purposes.
I am the god of FTL, obviously.
Yep.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he's Space Jesus.
Space Jesus.
So I made this little tier list over the course of my videos, as you know, and I think I've said it a few times that it's objectively correct. However, we're going to modify it to make it even more objectively correct.
No.
Okay. First of all, Kestrel and the Federation cruiser go to the Yakub tier.
And on that note, I want to talk about the Kestrel.
Oh yeah, Kestrel.
It's a good ship. Burst Laser Mark II is fantastic, as well as Artemis. It's
Yes.
really boring. I had it at the bog standard. That's why I was at C. I think it deserves at least, like, middle
That's
B.
fair, yeah.
You know what I mean?
We got like, it's like kind of like, what if we were to take everything off and then put everything back on? Because it's like, Kestrel is average because it's the first, but it's also like above average. It's like we have to put them in context to other ships, really. Because
Yeah, like power level wise, it's above average, but it's average because it's like the basis.
Yeah.
like I just feel like from my perspective, I like to take everything off and then place everything back and then put everything in context of each other, because that's kind of like what a tier list is. I mean,
Take everything. Okay, wait. Can I? Can I drag these into the void?
Sam, I'm gonna indulge in some balls.
Indulge in your balls, Aiden.
There's a little thing that says unpin images. Okay, it doesn't do anything.
Like
It does,
Zoinks
okay.
do.
We should
Okay,
put
maybe put everything down at F.
Just put everything in F and then we reorganize it from there.
Alright.
Have I explained balls to you, Fluff? Have I
We're
explained
not sponsored
balls
by
to
balls,
you?
but I like having balls in my mouth. I like drinking
True,
balls.
I gave him my balls once.
The root beer one, it
So
does taste like mug. It is pretty good.
Mug.
Yeah, I'm a big mug boy. I've been drinking mug all my
The
life.
root beer is really good. The ginger ales, their ginger ales are a really unique flavor.
I like ginger ale.
Yeah, it's a good ginger ale.
It's a good ginger ale, but it's like I feel like it's very different tasting than other ginger ales I've had.
Moving on from ginger ale, the Kestrel should go in B tier, and I agree with
Sorry.
that.
There we go.
I got 4 hours of sleep last night, and I worked
just like
a
instant
9-hour
cheese.
shift, so I'm a little out of it.
You know, you don't
That's
sleep
fine.
at all in FTL.
Or they just don't let you see them sleep.
Yeah, I mean, he's not wrong.
I think B is a pretty good spot for him. It's really
Yeah,
boring,
I mean,
but it's solid weapons.
It's boring. B is for boring.
Yeah, there we go. B is for boring.
It's boring, but I mean, it starts with a pretty decent loadout. I mean, it can definitely be built off fairly well. I mean, it doesn't really have a strength, but it doesn't really have any, like, glaring weakness. And Artemis is a really good weapon to, like, supplement damage when you need it, but you don't always have to.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
What's the next ship that we should place? Because Kestrel is kind of like our context.
Yeah, so I have an order for this, don't you worry. I figure we'll start with the red tail next. So Kestrel B.
Okay. I would probably.
Oh.
My instinct says C, but I don't know as much as you guys.
No. This thing is definitely better than Kestrel.
You think so?
Yeah, absolutely, because its weapon system is simply better. It's a little awkward to build into, in that sense.
Well, it's 4 basic lasers, so your weapon system automatically starts at 4.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
I mean,
And
yeah.
early game.
I always
Aiden,
struggled with it by not having access to missiles. I always found it
I
causing
mean,
issues at some point.
missiles non-access isn't really much of an issue, especially early game, because early game this thing is better than Kestrel.
Did I ever explain I'm bad at the game?
Yes.
Thank you.
well, I don't think he did on camera, but now we know.
We got a dichotomy here. We got Fluff, the best at the game. We got Sam, who's like middle of the
I'm
road,
lost
and you got
I'm
me.
just good at the
You
game.
got me, who played it, enjoyed it, but I definitely did not do a meta.
You're a casual fan.
He
Yeah.
did not learn all the meta strategies.
I mean, when I really played FTL, I was like 12, 14.
Okay, fair enough.
We're
then.
dragging him. We're dredging him from the depths.
I
for
saw
this.
someone, like I explained to Sam earlier, I think I watched Yogscast Tom play it or something.
I don't know who that is. I'm sorry.
I love the Yogscast, alright?
We'll make an
Grew up
in-depth
watching
lore
them.
video for them later, Fluff. Don't you worry.
True.
Oh,
There's a lot of
okay.
Yogscast lore, actually, and I know a lot of it. You don't even know about the fall of Datloff.
Okay, then.
With the fall of
Alright,
Datloff, I think personally, I think it's above.
It's
I think
either-
it's still in B, but I think it's above.
Yeah, I would rather save A and S for ships that are like legitimately deserving of the tier, because it's better than Kestrel, but it's not like to the point where it goes to A. It could go to A, but we have to get everything else down first because we
Right.
need more context for it.
We're assuming that it's just the starting basic build for tiers, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just it's better than Kestrel. That's all I know, and that's all the context I have right now.
Using all these context clues, does that mean the third version's even better?
Oh, no, actually. So in my notes, I have
means
it
it's-
like it should go down to E for the next version, the Swallow. I think the Swallow kind of sucks. It has a really cool paint job, and that's what saves it from going
Yeah.
F. No,
Because it's just a full like overall downgrade from Kestrel.
I
Just
don't know what weapons it has, by the way. I've
It
never
has,
really played with sea ships.
admittedly, it actually has a decent one-power weapon with
It's-
dual lasers, but that's
dual
about
lasers and
everything
ion
it gets.
stunner, right?
Like I
That's what
told
it is?
Sam, I think when I was younger, I played before Advanced Edition was out.
That's insane.
So Aiden, what's your opinion on
I
this
can't
ship, then?
remember. I don't know much about it.
Just make
It
something
has
up
a cool
quickly.
paint job. It's purple. I like purple.
There we go. There we go.
Honestly, I think it's more D tier because it still starts out solid, but it's just not that good.
Okay, we have 2 opinions here. Aiden, you're the tiebreaker.
He likes purple. I think it should go up.
I don't know. I don't remember it very well, which means it's bad, right?
There we go. So does it remain an E then?
Sure. Yeah.
Sorry,
Okay,
Fluff,
it's
I won
gonna
this
be
one.
E. Oh no.
All right. Speaking of
That's
ships.
Kestrel.
Oh yeah, no. The Torus, so NGA, right? I think there are better
Yes.
NG ships, but I like this
I like
ship a
'em.
lot. Oh, see, there we are. It's a donut. It's well appreciated. You know, I think it's a solid high C, low B, quite honestly.
I think it's just
I
like
see.
a rectangle with
Okay, I
a
see
hole in it.
what-
I wouldn't call it a donut.
It is absolutely a donut.
Donuts, don't they?
If anything, it's a square nut. I can compromise
It's a square nut.
compromise on square nut.
Are square nuts a real thing?
Yes, they are.
No.
I've eaten one.
Are they called square nuts in real life?
No, they're just called donuts.
I just realized the crystal ships are just the donut center.
Oh my
What are they
gosh.
called?
They're just jelly donuts or something.
Oh, jelly donuts. Jelly isn't on the outside.
It's on the inside. It's the crystal coin, dummy.
I don't know what's on the inside. I never unlocked the crystal ships.
That's
I don't know
inside.
what's inside of them.
There's crystal crew members inside.
There's jelly
There,
inside of
it's-
them, Aiden. That's why the one's
There's
red.
jelly.
Filled with
The
royal
one
honey.
being red means it's on the outside.
No, it just means
Anyhow.
it's transparent.
But yeah, I think the Toros
I love
probably
transparent donuts.
I like high C for it.
ghost donuts.
Torus has. Yeah.
High C, I said S personally. I love this ship.
What?
I
No.
played it a lot.
Explain.
It was one of my favorite ships.
Explain S.
You get drones by default. You get some NG. I like the shape of it. S tier.
But
You know what?
drones
Fine.
aren't-
A tier. A tier. This paint job is nothing special.
I mean, drones aren't even that good, though.
You know what? I think it deserves a high B. At
It's
the
not
very
about how
least. Your
good the
words are
tool is. It's
persuasive.
about how you use it.
Red tail is so much better than that thing, please.
I think that's a good final spot for it.
I don't like it. I don't.
Oh goodness.
My eyes are bleeding.
Next.
Can't do this to red tail.
Oh, well, speaking of red, next we have the Vortex, NGB. I'm going to say this before anyone else can. The hex color #4D2127 is objectively a very cool color.
Okay, you found out the very specific color.
I
for
did
it.
because I didn't know what to call it.
Sam,
Okay, fair
that
enough.
reminds me of a horrible, horrible TikTok trend.
Oh,
Aiden,
okay.
is this in any way gonna make my life better? Am I gonna be a better man for hearing this?
And I can tell you a fact that you might not know.
So
This is not going in the video.
maybe.
That's fair. That's fair. Keep this out. You need to know that, Sam. That's all I could think about when you gave the hexadecimal code of the color.
So
You should
Especially
not
considering it's
have
red.
I mean, it is red.
it's a ready purple.
Well,
So I like that drones go very fast, and I think
It's not even that fast.
I like that the drones are significantly and noticeably faster, and Angie are great crew. Personally, I think it deserves an A.
I'm very singular. It's going in E, please.
I like it less than the Torus.
I would understand that, yes. It's really bad.
Listen, we have one man saying an E, we have another saying an A.
No. It cannot go in A.
Hey, what are your thoughts on this?
Meet in the middle.
C.
C.
So, wait, hold on. If I say F now, can it go to D?
I don't think we can put anything in F, just because it's blue.
What?
What does that mean?
So, with that, I think we have it, gentlemen.
No. In what world is the Vortex better than Kestrel C?
This one.
No.
Oh,
I don't
goodness.
My eyes are bleeding. It was good until I Kenji.
You can't see it, but I've turned green. I'm turning into a witch.
My gosh.
Speaking of witchcraft, the Tetragon, NGC. So,
Honestly, I'd put it in N.
and wait, did you say an
NGC.
N tier?
NGA.
NGA.
It go A.
They go A. So this is the
It go
one,
A.
Aiden, to remind you. This has hacking and dual lasers and a beam drone.
I do
Yes.
like all those things.
So
Yeah, it should go in A. It's actually pretty good.
I was thinking actually S it should go in, personally.
No.
No?
It's
It
not
does.
that good.
It
not
hacking
that good
beams and everything
because-
is pretty good.
Beam drone is pretty ass. But
That's
I mean,
okay,
it
beam
starts out
drone
with
is
like-
ass.
Beam drone.
Beam drone is really bad.
Okay, what keeps it from S? What keeps it from S?
Beam drone.
Okay,
I mean,
well,
it's-
there we go. I'll agree with that.
It starts like from a more like analysis perspective. It starts with a weak weapon system, and it also like beam drone doesn't really add too much to the show. I mean, it starts with hacking though, which is very good to start out with, and it allows you to do a lot of things. I just mean, as I said, hacking is very, very good, which
yeah.
pretty much pushes this thing into A, and dual lasers as an individual weapon can be built into pretty well, and it's overall just gives it A in my opinion, because with the hacking it can do more than stopping like Red Tail. It can build more versatile, whereas Red Tail you kind of are in a race against the time to convert your basic lasers into something else.
Right,
and you also have
they
to,
become
like,
more efficient.
yeah, you can't like neglect shields, and you also want to get hacking with Red Tail and such. Whereas Tetragon, you just kind of focus on building your weapons and upgrading shields and such.
Sorry
So,
for
yeah.
coughing over part of your thing, by the way. The balls went down the wrong way.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of things that are slick, this next ship has a sleek design, despite being of donut origins. Now listen, the Nesasio?
Nesasio.
Nesasio?
Nesasio.
I have no clue
I
which one
think.
you're talking about.
So it's
And,
Stealth A.
I almost
Oh,
called
I
it
like
NGA.
Stealth A.
I'm
That's
gonna
fun.
say it.
Yeah.
Mini beam is the ultimate fire hazard,
It's actually a really good weapon.
and cloaking surprisingly good. I'm not gonna lie. It has a cool design too, and just for that, I was saying A. It has a really cool design. It has mini beam, folks.
I can agree to that. I'm a big stealth.
I could agree with A, but below Tetragon because
Oh, yeah.
cloaking. It starts without shields, and that can be really rough, especially if you don't play it right.
It's a fun way to play, though.
Oh, it is. Long range scanners.
It is
are great.
absolutely, and like problem with the ship is it starts with really good early game weapons, but it often can't use these early game weapons in the late game because if you pick up something like a heavy laser, it can be hard to use it up until the late game. Although I did kind of contradict myself in a few things in Discord of me exactly doing that.
You know what, Fluff? Here's what I'll say to you. I want you to do a run where you kill the flagship only using the mini beam.
How would I? So do I have to like not use the laser?
You can use
Or just-
everything else, but that's the only weapon you can use to hurt it.
So I would just bypass that whole rule set by just doing crew teleporter.
You can't use crew teleporter also.
Okay, that's really.
Anyway, moving on. The DA-SR12, right? It has slick urban
Yeah.
camo, so this is the one with the glaive beam. And level 2 cloaking, because level 2 cloaking is for big men. Shields are for boys, cloaking is for men, level 2 cloaking is for bigger men.
It actually doesn't start out really well. It starts out pretty badly.
I think it belongs in
I don't
high
have-
S.
Good
No,
memories
no,
of
no,
it.
no, 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 no. It's not going in high S. That is a very bad placement. It should go in something like probably D. I mean,
You know what?
D
Question,
or
Sam.
E. Like
Is
D
this
or E.
tier list flat or round?
It is flat like the Earth.
Okay, I was gonna say it could go to S if it was round because then it wraps back around to F.
Okay, no, it's round actually, like the Earth.
No, it goes to at least E, like D or E at least. Like
D
it's
or E.
yeah, like in my perfect world it would be below Vortex and E, but like
Alright, I'll leave it up to Aiden here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still thinking S, but if
I feel like it's a deer.
deer. It's D for
okay,
DA
that works.
SR12.
That works.
I'm playing with
A terrible
boys. Level 2 cloak. Okay.
Do you say you're playing with boys?
I'm playing with
What'd you
boys.
say?
Aiden, no! They weren't. It was a misspoke. Level 2 cloaking is for big men. Shields are for boys, cloaking is for men. Level 2 cloaking is for bigger men.
Is that not what you said?
Keep it in. Keep it in.
Wait a minute, we can make this better.
What?
I grew miners!
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. So I'm gonna make the
Okay.
first executive decision of this right now.
What would that be?
The Simo-H exists.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
why is that
Newton
one?
E.
That one's the wrong color. What color was it before?
Oh, it's green, I think.
Green?
Or something.
Like
I
that.
don't know. No, it's purple.
Purple?
My bad.
I kind of like purple for the next one. We'll make it blue.
Okay.
Okay. This section is a special section called No Losers Candyland, and this is where the Simo-H goes in.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Anyway, this ship sucks, even if it has the mini beam.
It's not even that bad.
I think
No Losers Candyland. What?
Simo-H is actually better than DASR. Like, please, no.
Moving
Okay.
on.
That's really mean.
Listen, No Losers Candyland is an all-consuming void. If you're in that, I don't even want to hear about it. I can't. It doesn't exist.
Okay.
I'm sorry, there won't be conversation on this one, unless you really want to talk about it.
Okay.
The Gila
It's
Monster.
fine, though.
Okay, thank you. The Gila Monster. Mantis A. It has a great crew. 3 Mantis and 1 NG is fantastic for starting.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I like the racism it brings.
Oh, we'll talk about that when we get to the Sultan. Just you wait.
Okay.
I like how the Mantis hate the NG. And that's why it's S tier.
Alright, well, we already have 1 bit in for S tier. I was going to talk about how the basic laser's nice for finishing off certain ships, and how pheromones are pretty slick.
I was gonna probably put it high B tier, but okay.
I was actually thinking high B tier.
Yeah, I'd like it above, what's the NGA. I like it above NGA because Crew Teleporter gives it a lot of just pure scrap things. Like, just top of B tier right now works.
I think that's a fair argument because, dear Mr. Aiden wanted
Teleporters.
S.
You can
high
use
B.
drones like the crew teleporter, except they're tougher.
Why do you like drones so much? I don't
I
understand.
like using machines to
Then-
murder people.
Then use weapons. They're also machines. They're just
But
not
like,
drones.
a weapon isn't gonna go and stranglehold the enemy in their ship.
Breach bomb.
Does that suffocate people?
That's like a mail bomb. That's very different.
Well, what drone suffocates people? I mean,
The boarding drone, he goes on there and just like grabs you by the neck and holds you in the air.
No, he just causes a breach, which the breach bomb also does.
Okay, but like one is badass and like the drone's putting himself at risk. The other one is cowardly.
That's a good point.
Unironically, like breach bomb is just better than boarding drone. It uses less power, and it does like the same functional thing if you're just going for breach.
I'm not using the drone for the breach. I'm using it for the damage it deals to the crew with its
It's
fist.
not even that good.
So this is a great thing because next we talk about the Basilisk, which actually has a breach drone.
That is an exception because I used the boarding drone to supplement the limited early game boarding crew and the fact that it can kill automated scouts. That's literally its purpose.
Well,
Which one's the Basilisk?
So it's Mantis B. So it's the one. So Mantis B, which is the Basilisk, has double shields. It starts with 2 shield
Is it like
layers.
the really, really nice blue shade, or is it like the?
It is
sort of
the more
amber
purpley
shade?
one.
It's
Oh.
yeah, that one. It's that one.
I don't. The other bluer one looks better. I like that blue.
It's worse on arrow. It's worse. Than
Aiden, where would you
Mantis.
place this ship?
I mean, I like that as a boarding drone.
Okay.
I can tell you, I
will
think it
hold my
deserves
opinion
S.
until he can. Yeah, I agree with that. It goes an S.
Sure, yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
we all
I like
agree on
that.
something more or less. This is good.
Yeah.
Now we'll see if we agree on this one. The next Mantis ship, which is your beautiful blue boy, Aiden.
I like the
Smurf.
color of it. I don't know what's on it or what weapons it carries. I just like the color.
Well,
It has
so-
really bad weapons.
a lock bomb and a stun bomb, which lock bomb just stinks.
Okay, you aren't wrong about the weapons.
here's the thing. It starts with an Engi, a Linnaeus,
It's not about the
and a
tools,
Mantis.
it's about who's using them. What do they have inside of that ship?
Well, they have a Linnaeus and a Mantis, as well as an Engi.
One teleporter, which is also notable. Also,
Yes.
Basilisk has that.
4-man telly is insane.
But also, the crew composition on DCS Mantis C is really bad.
That's the
Well,
thing.
it's not
It's
like
really rough.
terrible, it's just not great.
I personally think it should be near the bottom of B. That 4-man telly could have huge potential.
I like high C, but bottom B also works.
Can you 4-man telly into a 2-man room?
Actually, yeah, bottom, I just,
They get
all
split
the,
outside the room.
yeah. It's the same if you're teleporting 4 crew from the enemy ship back to your ship. It does the same thing. I like bottom of B tier though, because it starts out really bad, but 4-man crew teleporter allows scaling options if you get decently lucky with killing crew on enemy ships. And also, like, how you kill enemy ships sometimes is actually pretty cool. You lock down a room, you let the Linnaeus drain that room, and then you stun bomb that room, so even after the lockdown is over, they just die from the suffocation. It's pretty cool. It's pretty slow and not that effective, but it is cool.
And is that as cool as a boarding drone strangling someone?
Not as metal.
It's just a metal
Literally,
guy.
this is boarding drone is made of metal.
That's a good point.
I mean, Linnaeus are also metal, I think.
Boarding drone's made of more metal.
I mean, I guess so. But it doesn't need... Okay, whatever.
Moving on. I get to make another executive decision now. The Bulwark. More like two missiles, more like two missiles.
Pistols.
Very funny.
It's still above the
I
Simo-H,
regret this
but it's in No Losers Candyland.
I mean, yeah, I guess that works, yeah. I like Bulwark from there. Unironically, though, it's like my 4th highest score for some forsaken reason, but yeah, it should go there.
Yeah, that's kind of awesome in its own special way.
Yeah, it's goofy, and you usually just sell off the whole missile. You don't always sell off Artemis, though. Artemis is really good, but yeah, it's not that good, because you just have to transition off your primary armament, usually.
Aiden, your thoughts on this?
I like the shape of it.
Okay.
Feels very rocky.
I mean, yeah, that's what they're going for.
That's good.
I don't have a lot of strong opinions on these ships. I don't know enough about them.
It's okay. No, you do. Don't say that. We're cutting that part out. Moving on to another Rocky ship, the Shivan. That's this one. It looks like Darth Maul, so I think it probably
See, that one
deserves
looks
A.
cool. I like the look of it.
From an actual ship perspective, I also do like it. It's actually pretty cool to play because it also can work as killing enemy crew with the firebomb and such.
Firebomb.
It actually works pretty well. Yeah, it works surprisingly well without hacking for just disabling O2 and such, because you'll just firebomb O2 and they can't do anything.
Oh yeah.
Like if you upgrade weapons and you have the heavy pierce and the firebomb working at the same time, it actually works really well. I like it.
Turns out if you
Isn't that
can't
what that one guy was trying to do to the White House that one time?
breathe and you're on fire. It turns out if you can't breathe and you're on fire, you die very quickly.
Firebomb the White House O2.
The White House is a dedicated O2 system, Aiden.
Probably does actually. It probably does have
struggling.
air purification area somewhere.
I'm assuming it.
I struggle to place it though, because it's either high B or low A. I don't know where to place it. I guess low A does work.
I think low A is cool if that's good with you two.
I mean,
Sure.
comparing to Gila, I mean, fuck, Vortex is in C. What am I thinking? Yeah, I should go to low A, I guess. No. Thank you.
Now the Tektite. This is the one where you can get a crystalline on the ship, which is okay. But listen, it starts with swarm missiles and a heavy crystal Mark 1, which make it kind of go Insano style. Not to mention 2 nifty rock crew members. That's this one. It's blue.
I was looking at it.
Good, thank
It
you.
was the only ship left in that shape.
That is very true. I'm gonna be honest though, I really don't like the ship. I mean, it's not bad, I just don't like it. It plays really slow.
I mean, Sam sold me on it with that statement he made.
It's blue.
No, the description of it, I was like, you know what? That sounds pretty cool. You'd be a great used ship salesman, Sam.
Used ship salesman. Yes, it's a nice blue color and has heavy crystal. You should buy this.
Oh.
That wasn't a good bit. I'm not keeping that in. Editing saying don't put that in. I'm embarrassed.
What does that one dude in Star Wars say? Like, awanga wanga? No, that's not.
He said, "Han me booby."
That's
That's what Jabba Fett says to Han, and like George Lucas's weird remastered New Hope.
We can put this ship in C. I can.
I was gonna put it between Red Tail and Kestrel, but yeah.
Oh, I guess if it's that good.
You know, I mean, was gonna say A, but that C argument's pretty compelling.
I mean, C works with me. Like high C works.
Yeah, high C.
No, it's not below. It's not below.
It's technically a high C right now.
No, it's in middle C right now, you dummy.
Okay, well, we'll make a temporary thing to make sure.
No, dummy.
No, high C.
Yeah,
is a
we'll make a
pretty good
temporary
drink.
thing for it.
No.
There we go. No, it's an high C.
This tier list is so botched.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is an objective tier list. Speaking of objectivity, no one's more objective than the slugs. The Man of War.
I don't know anything about the slug ships. I've
They've
never
literally
used
lied
the
to.
slugs.
I would never lie to you, Aiden. The
being
anti-biobeam
a
and
slug.
breach bomb do count as war crimes in most systems, so I think it deserves
I
double
like
S.
I do
Gosh.
like war crimes.
I think it's good, but it's not that good. I mean, I like below Mantis A, but above NGA. I like it there.
I heard war crimes. I think A.
No,
Well,
it's not that good. It's like between
here's what I'll say.
in the context.
Here's what I think. I think it should go like right here.
I guess that works, yeah.
Your thoughts, gentlemen?
Sure.
I mean, it's close
think-
enough to what I wanted.
That works for me.
It's all about compromising.
Speaking of compromising, that wasn't a good transition. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I just want to apologize to you two, not the viewers.
Speaking of compromising, compromise these
We are
nuts
not
in your mouth.
compromising. You just put 2 ships in no candy land.
I don't take prisoners. Speaking of not taking prisoners, the Ariolimax, Slug C. It's a revolting banana vomit lime.
What just happened to Slug B?
You know, it has chain burst laser, which kind of sucks. Hacking and mind control, though, are pretty cool.
Burst laser isn't bad. It's just not the best.
No.
I mean, it works early game.
Yeah. No, I agree. I'm just saying, you know.
I say C because it matches the yellow of C tier.
No.
Well, B also has that, like, same color.
No, it's C matches more.
Okay, wait. Maybe we can correct this.
How about you? Oh my gosh, I know where
Okay, wait a second. Hold the fort. All right, Aiden, what's your opinion now?
The C is still yellow.
Well, let's
hold the
compromise
fort.
and put it between C and S.
No. The yellow, he wants it between C and S.
Between C and S?
Yep.
First, I'd be fine with a high A, actually.
I would with it. Yeah, honestly, I'll roll with it.
No, where would you put it, Fluff? I want your honest opinion.
Oh, it's so botched in context, but probably either high B or low, because you can occasionally struggle with getting bonus rewards from like just depriving the enemy of their crew and getting the bonus rewards like that. So sometimes I would put it even below Gila Monster, but like it's also really solid in the early game because it's really easy to play, so I would probably put it low A.
Dang.
I like it in low A.
Yay, nay.
I can do low A.
Low A, okay.
Yeah, okay. Well, we agreed. Whoa.
Gentlemen, this is good. Now then, I'm going to quote from the wiki for these next ships.
What about Slug B?
To quote the wiki.
But Sam, I like
gosh.
Slug B's color scheme. I think it's the best looking slug ship.
Honestly, I have to agree with them on that point. It does look really nice. He's adding a It's not that bad, Sam.
Or was I?
It's just low E tier, okay? It's not that bad.
To quote the wiki, learn from the Zoltan. Sometimes diplomacy works. This is a bunch of hippie nonsense. So, with that in mind...
Why? They're all... Well, I mean, the Zoltan C makes sense, but
Okay, you
the
know
other
what?
two are really good.
I'll make a compromise with you, Fluff. I'll make a compromise with you.
Are you gonna do C- or something?
Just a moment. I'll make a compromise with you. I'm not an unreasonable man. What's a cool color for this? What color would this be? Probably.
You should have a separate tier list of where
where they would go.
Yeah.
This is the best I can offer you. It's still above No Losers Candyland.
Okay, you can put Sultan C in Losers Candyland, but the other two have to be higher than it.
I think it'll remain in Penis Explosion Chamber, but let's talk about the Educator.
It is sort of penis shaped.
Oh, we're not even talking about the Federation ships yet.
But
Okay.
Sultan C, it's worse than Bulwark.
So, here's what I'll say about the Educator. A Leto's okay, but a Halberd Beam is really good. Also, 3 Zoltan to power it. Personally, I could see it in a B, because all these have Zoltan Shield, keep in mind, too.
Probably put it in B below Mantis.
I do enjoy that ship. I did try using quite a few times and enjoyed my time with it.
Yeah.
B,
below
right here?
Mantis and B. I like that because it starts out pretty decent, but you do have to build it. And it also doesn't really have any options to get extra scrap in the early game until you get something.
So, there's another solid one, though. The No Ether, right? 2 Ion Blasts and a Pike Beam. I've always really liked this ship.
Yeah, I like it. It's really good.
Look at its color, Aiden.
It's okay.
A bean.
The coloring is okay.
Where would you put it based on the coloring?
I see.
Yeah, okay. What's your opinion, Fluff?
I don't want to overload B, but the ship is on par with, or if not better than, Sultan A, because I usually compare it to Redtail in the sense that it has a really strong early game armament.
Oh, 100%.
Where you really, but in this case, you also have Sultan Shield, but you also have a weapon system that can't and 1 shield and 1 salvo. But it can do it in 2, which is fine because it takes 2 salvos of the ion blasts to,
No, that's a great point.
Charge. So I'd probably put it right above the Sultan A. That's where I would put it because it's better, but it's significantly
It does have a better
better.
paint job than Zoltan A.
Yeah,
Think it's fine there, boys?
it works.
Yeah.
Vortex doesn't. Or D, I guess.
Anyway.
Oh, okay, shut up.
No. The Cherenkov, I think it deserves to stay where it is.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. It's bad.
Aiden just agree with us on this.
What does it do?
It has 4 Zoltan, a beam drone, and a charge ion. Also,
Yeah,
doesn't start with
beam
any
drone.
shield.
I do like drones.
Oh no.
No. It has
I
a
guess it can
beam
stay
drone.
there. I guess it
It's
can stay
literally
there.
the worst drone. And that's insane.
A drone's a drone, alright?
Yeah, but beam drone is bad. It's just
You say
bad.
it's bad until you want to start a fire, then you'll go looking for one.
I don't think it can. It start a fire? I don't think it can.
Aiden,
Hold on.
is this true?
I'm going to reference the
don't know.
tables.
I don't know.
Reference the archives.
I'm referencing the archives.
While he's referencing the archive, there's something I want to bring up, and that's, you ever notice how on Zoltan ships only Zoltans seem to work on them? Especially these cruisers, they only have Zoltan crew. I think, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but you know, this is just opinion. I'm not accusing anyone of anything, but I think this is all one big Zoltan psyop. I think it's those schizophrenic elder Zoltan brothers working together to try to cover up information.
I think it's just no race is bothered to get their paperwork in order to serve on a Zoltan ship.
The beam drone concept fires. Yeah,
like I said,
it's the same thing as
you're
mini
sleeping
beam.
on it. You're sleeping on it.
It's 10%.
You're sleeping on the beam. Yeah, 10%. That's if you get 4 beam drones. That means there's a 40% chance of starting a fire every time.
That is not how that works.
Why would you just want to fire them in that case?
Because the beam drone makes like a cool beam go across it. All right.
So
yeah, but that's true.
I don't remember what the fire drone looks like, so take that.
Actually, I like the design more than the actual beam drones, I'm gonna be honest.
It is.
But also, like, if you want your fire chance, literally combat drones have the same chance of setting fires. Like, most lasers have the same chance of setting fires, except some, which have no chance of setting fires for some reason.
Cold lasers.
Speaking of cold
they're
lasers...
not even...
Oh, sorry.
Oh
Speaking of penis explosion chambers, the Osprey.
Okay.
So, Federation A, the Osprey. It
Oh,
has
I
a really
do like
cool,
that one.
It has a big laser. It comes with a human, a mantis, a rock, and an Engie. I think it's just a big fancy Kestrel, honestly.
I can agree. I
Burst
think it's
laser
just
Mark II.
fun. And that big beam is great.
Honestly, it's kind of worse than Kestrel early game, but it's also better than it late game. And it also has like a really nice crew to go with it and stuff. Kestrel's just all human, so it's
Human supremacy.
Normally,
it's
I'm
really
with you.
comparable to that of Kestrel. So I don't know where to put it honestly. Like it's either above or below Kestrel.
Do you think these all belong in penis explosion chamber due to their shape?
Maybe, actually.
We don't know where to put it.
It's gonna be if it's going in penis explosion chamber, it's gonna go in the high part of it. If not, it's going. No, that's the wrong. That's
Oh,
the
sorry. I
It's
honestly
gonna go-
think it deserves right above Kestrel.
Yeah, I like that. And also later we could put everything in C and D, and then put like the bottom half of D in C, just to like make it look nicer.
Yeah, no, we
Because
can
it's
definitely
essentially
shift it all down later. We'll have to.
No, the
discuss
solution is whatever's remaining goes in D.
that, like right now.
What?
I meant whatever the last ship was, but
Oh, I see.
I mean, we could just
Okay,
put them
so
all
I
in
know
right
what
now.
ship should be there then.
I'm not thinking about it. Anyway, the Neosis. So that's
Yeah,
Federation.
Neosis. Geonosis? Wait a second.
Uh-oh. So, Neosis, dual lasers, and a Leto, they're an okay combo. You can build with them, but double artillery beam is double the fun. Also, you get a slug in
Wait,
this
it has
ship.
2 artillery beams?
No, it has a level 2 artillery beam.
Oh.
I
It just
misspoke.
has 10-second
Got
less
me
cooldown
excited.
compared to Fed A initially. And it's like a 40-second cooldown, I think. And it's okay. I mean,
I was thinking, honestly, high C.
to put it below Theseus is a war crime.
I think it belongs in high C. What do you think, Aiden, based on the coloration?
If it's going in high
I'm
C,
not a big fan of
Theseus
the
is going
coloration, to be
below it.
honest. I think this is the deer.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because it looks like a D or something.
No,
more
I
like
just
a
don't
Y.
like stripes.
Like a Y.
I'm not a big fan of stripes, alright?
Yet you like the Osprey and its stripes.
Okay,
That's-
the Osprey is like the generic design. I didn't take into account the way it looks. The yellow stripes just too noticeable against the dark, green, dark gray. What
It's
color is
green.
that?
It's green.
For the word contrast.
So here, we'll make a special one for this.
It contrasts too much.
Here.
There we go. Glad we could sort that one out. Now, the
Put the D in parentheses.
D. Like that.
Those are not parentheses, but okay. Those are quotations.
The next ship, the Fregatidae, the Fregatidae,
That one stays there.
the Fregatidae.
Actually, unironically, I would put it
Bidet?
if everything was a perfect world and I could have things where I wanted it, it would go in D tier or E tier. E tier, probably. Yeah, low E tier.
See, my
Because
problem with it is it's too hard to pronounce, so I think it deserves double S.
What?
It's kind of cool and it's really hard to pronounce.
I mean, Fregatidae is bad.
What's it
but
do
also
special?
it's
What's so special about this one?
It
It's
has
a suicide
two
bombing
zoltan.
ship. You send your crew over to die, and then you
Yep.
clone them.
Yep.
Any laser?
No, it has a massive flak artillery. Like a
Yeah,
flak
just
weapon.
shoots a bunch of nuts at people.
Okay. That's sort of cool.
I would put it in low E tier. In a perfect world.
Aiden, will you give him his perfect world? Because I'll go with whatever.
High penis explosion chamber tier.
Okay, that works.
Acceptable.
That's acceptable.
Next, the Bravais.
Oh, no.
So, the Bravais is Crystal A.
Uh-huh.
So, Crystal Burst Mark 1 and Heavy Crystal Mark 1 are pretty cool. You know, it has 2 Crystal and 2 Humies, kind of okay. And dare I say, Crystal Vengeance sucks.
Yes,
Yes.
it does.
Yes.
It does, in fact, suck.
Yes.
It's really good scrap, though. It's really good scrap.
It is fantastic scrap. I agree, 40. Aiden, you've never obtained this mythic ship, actually, have you?
I don't think so.
I guess it's mythic, yeah.
You know what I mean. It's hard to get.
Had a friend get the crystal ships within like 2 hours of playing the game, and I was pissed because I had to brute force it.
Oh, goodness. That's insane, actually, the RNG
I know.
for that.
Like, literally, they got it in one of their like first few runs. They haven't been playing the game much, and they just got the stupid crystal things. Because they did like the whole chain, like no like short stops or anything. It's insane.
That is
What?
insane.
Why is it?
What?
Why is it there?
What do you mean?
The Vortex.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Why is Bravais going in? Just candy.
Oh, that? That was just a little slip of the hand. Anyway, the Carnelian. I think
Carnelian.
Carnelian should personally...
No,
I think it should go right about here.
I think it goes S tier.
What's so
below.
bad about it?
It's actually
a crystal
really
ship.
good. It's a really good ship. Please, it's actually like one of the best ships in the game, if not the best.
Oh
There's
yeah,
a very
explain
good.
it to us.
It has 3 crystal crew members with a quad teleporter, which allows it to make a lot of scrap in the early game. And if you get any weapon that can deal hull damage, you can also do it the automated scouts, because crystal crew have half the damage from asphyxiation, which allows you to take out the shields, so it can scale up really quickly in the early game. It also has cloaking. Yeah,
There we go.
it has cloaking.
That was perfect.
That
So
is a
with
lot.
So
all that information, since Aiden has no idea about this ship, it can have neither of our biases, neither of our kind of correct biases. Aiden, wherever you want on this, you put it.
It's just a really good ship.
Oh, sorry.
Put it in C next to the ship that's the same color. Wait, no, wait. I thought we were talking about the blue one.
Oh, no, it's the red
Oh.
one.
Oh,
The blue one.
that
The
changes
blue
my
one's
plans.
good.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Put the red one. Wait, is this the one we like or don't like?
I
this
don't like
one.
it. Fluff likes it.
I love it. It's like one of the best ships in the game.
Okay, buddy.
It is. There's a very good argument that it is the best ship in the game. Like,
You know, I guess, yeah, go put it next to the Vortex.
It better not go below it. Oh my gosh.
Can we put it above the Vortex?
Thank you.
Okay, we'll put it above the Vortex.
Oh, not above. It's quite literally below it now.
Um,
Like in actual like relativeness, like It is below the
I can make
Vortex.
this. That is acceptable.
Oh,
That is the trade I offer.
Fine. It's just an outlier. It can't be that bad. It's just an outlier. It can't be that bad. I'm gonna have nightmares, man.
This is gonna predict the next FTL balance patch.
This is what the creators look at and go, this is it.
They're gonna look at this creator and they're gonna give Vortex a nerf. Like, holy.
It needs it. Drones are too
It
fast.
does not.
Kruos.
You gotta remove the crew member on Vortex. You gotta give it the automatic repair on, like, no cruise ships. That'd be really funny.
That'd be awesome, actually.
It'd actually make the ship pretty decent and actually really, like, niche. Actually, unironically like that.
Well, anyway, Kruos. The first Lania ship. Ion Stunner, it's pretty good. Chain Burst, it's okay. You can sell emergency respirators, but this ship has hacking.
Yes, hacking. Yeah, I like that.
Like hacking.
Hacking.
I like Did you say hacking?
No. Anyway, I think this ship deserves somewhere up here. I don't know where. Somewhere up here. Oh wait,
Above
maybe
Tetragon.
right here.
Above Tetragon.
Above Tetragon, you think?
Yeah, because it's just a better hacking ship. I mean, yeah,
Aiden, do you agree with this assessment?
it does put the NG hacking better.
You know, I'm gonna trust Fluff on this one.
Yeah, it just does what the NG's hacking ship does, but just better because it has more weapons and it doesn't have a fucking beam drone.
That's a good point. It doesn't
Now,
have a
hold
drone.
on.
Aiden.
I mean, it definitely has a drone.
It doesn't have any drones, Aiden.
Please. You said you would trust me on this.
Fine, I'll trust him on this one.
Thank you.
Now we get to one last ship, gentlemen. The Shrike.
Well, it's an F tier.
Didn't Duplex say that, like, the last ship in F tier would stay there?
I think so, yeah.
He did.
You know, Sam, I think it should stay there, you know?
Well, fuck.
We could make a
Right.
trade.
Oh?
Okay, we
What's
can
this trade? What's
negotiate.
this trade? I'm interested.
So, do you like this ship, Sam? I don't know anything about this
I
ship.
love it. This is my
Yeah, he
favorite
loves
ship in
this
the
ship. This
entire
is his
game. You
favorite.
can kidnap enemy crew with it
I
by
see a
mind
way
controlling
both
them.
of you could be happy, alright?
Uh-oh.
You trade that Vortex there for it.
I refuse.
Yes.
I refuse.
You're trading Vortex for it.
I can't go
I
with
would
this
think-
storyline. It's been too set up. It's too obvious.
No, you gotta switch Shrike and Vortex.
I'll make it on one condition.
Okay, what's your condition?
I get to rename F tier.
What are you gonna rename F tier
That's
to?
all I'm gonna say. I'll do it on that.
So you won't rename F tier if it stays how it is?
I won't rename F tier if it stays how it is. Or no.
Okay, so it stays there.
No. Okay, wait. I will no matter what.
Okay, so I don't have a choice. You're giving me the illusion of choice. This is literally what you're doing. You're like a big corporate.
That's all this has been. I am essentially the Walmart Corporation.
You literally ask like an environment. It's like asking some corporation hires this environmentalist guy to look at like their emissions, and like they're really good at what they do, and you kind of just said like, hey, I'm gonna do this just so I can have the credentials, nothing else. You're just gonna like do whatever you want with your list, which is actually kind of funny. I like that.
Thank you. That was. But here's the thing. Do you accept this trade, gentlemen? It's up to you two.
I'm kind of curious what
I have
happens.
no
so,
personal stake in this.
Well, neither of us do. I mean, I
No, you
actually
do. You definitely do. You've greatly shaped this tier list. You genuinely have, gentlemen.
I do have a personal stake. It's my mental sanity of Vortex being an S. Okay, you can switch it.
Fluff, you made a historic decision today.
I know, I did. You spelled tier wrong. Invalid. You gotta revert it to
Can we scroll down to the bottom, Sam?
Wait.
There's just Stormwalker.
Wait. No! I forgot it was there!
I knew the thing had the best paint job.
I actually
is
didn't mean to do that.
You actually got played. You unironically got played. That is hilarious.
I actually didn't. That wasn't planned.
That is actually really funny. You got played. This is not a good tier list.
I think this is objectively a good tier list, and people should make a stink about it so more people
Honestly,
can see it.
Tier list is objectively worse than the original one.
So your next video is going to be us doing a tier list of the top 20 most popular Fortnite skins, and we add it into this tier list, right?
Oh my gosh.
What?
I think we just start stacking tier lists onto this tier list. We just keep adding pictures.
That would actually be really funny. FTL is a fantastic little game, full of colorful characters, wonderful blue dialogue options, and engaging roguelike gameplay. It's a fantastic game. FTL is fantastic, and it still stands strong 12 years later. In a modern day of $60+ AAA games that come buggy upon release and generally aren't very good, FTL going on sale for maybe $5 provides hours upon hours of enjoyment. It's a nice breath of fresh air in the modern gaming scene to go back and look upon the gems of the past. And FTL is a shining jewel among that gem box of other games. What other games are in the box? I don't know, maybe I'll make some... it's on screen. Those are the gems in the box, in the gem box. It is a remarkably fun little game that still surprisingly has a cult following today. I had no idea people were still interested in FTL at all. So it's really cool to see that and talk to a lot of people about it. So with that, my initial series on FTL is now finally concluded. Now I'm not going to stop making FTL stuff, that's what most of you are here for. However, let's talk about that. So, this is called Sideshow Sam, right? Sure, there's a main attraction, right now that's FTL, but this is a sideshow. And I will continue to be showing and making really whatever I want on the same schedule. 2 of those videos and then an FTL video. Once every 3 weeks, you'll get FTL stuff. I like FTL a lot, but I get bored doing things over and over again. So, I'm going to take a little break from making anything FTL for maybe a month and a half or so, give or take. Although, in the meantime, don't worry. A certain someone on my Discord's been threatening to take away my YouTube privileges if I don't make Into the Breach videos. So I'll figure something in regards to that, and hopefully that'll tide you over until I continue in FTL. And with that, my next plan regarding FTL is to cover Captain's Edition, because back when I played back in the day, all the way back in time, that was the big mod everyone talked about. That was the glorious overhaul that changed everything. And I want to revisit it, because it's the one I played back in the day. And with that too, I've had this idea, I've been tossing it around, casually asking people about it, but after this video goes up, I think I might actually doing it. I'm not promising, don't hold me to this, but I'm thinking about converting a small corner of my basement into a kind of set, right? Thinking like a retro B-movie, 80s-esque spaceship. Think of, oh boy, I keep saying JonTron Star Arcade, the Millennium Falcon set he made, but that looks really good. I don't think I could manage that. Something like Lane's Room from Serial Experiments, or a really shitty little cockpit. Who can say? But if you guys have any ideas on how to actually build something like that, like cheap materials that look kind of grungy Star Wars-esque sci-fi, please let me know in the description, or please come to my Discord and chat to me about it, because I'm not sure exactly where to start with that. Regardless, I think it's a cool idea, and I'm going to look more into it, but expediting the process really does help a lot if you have information, and it'll probably bring it closer to fruition. But yeah, I want to try recording on a set. Like a nice little one, a neat little one. Not something really awful, or, you know, just lazily using the green screen behind me to make it into a sci-fi interior. Now, let's talk about multiverse, because that's the thing in every single comment section that people talk about. When are you doing FTL multiverse? Well, I plan to actually stream my first playthrough of it sometime soonish. I'll make a community post telling you all when. I know almost nothing about it. I know there's a giant alien spider quest line. That's really about it. So we'll delve into that madness together. And so after I'm done with Captain's Edition, I will then be covering Multiverse. Multiverse is a beast, a very scary beast, so I'm just gonna ramp my way up to that. Don't worry, it is coming in the future. Just you wait. So with that, if you want to talk to me more, join my Discord. If you want to give me advice on regards to how to actually build that set, I would greatly appreciate that. If you want to support me financially, specifically on my Ko-Fi, that will most likely bring the set more into fruition, or at least allow me to get some better equipment. Everything I have is just fine now, but I'm not going to lie, a better microphone would really help. So, if you feel generous and inclined to do so, please check that out. No pressure. I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing. My plans will probably remain the same. I'll just make poor financial choices no matter what. So, yeah, don't worry about it. But yeah, with that, thank you all for watching this series. Because jeepers, it really propelled me from nothing to slightly above nothing. I have people that view me regularly now, and that's awesome. Thank you all for watching. I've been Sideshow Sam, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.